Good morning, guys. Please confirm. Am I audible? Type in chat box. Anyone? Okay. Am my screen visible? Okay. Thank you. Uh, Let me share my screen. Can you guys see my chart screen now? I think I'm showing Bank Nifty. Yeah, it's Bank Nifty. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, guys. Good morning to all of you. This is a session for analysis of wave analysis of Bank Nifty and Nifty. So let us start with the Nifty one. This is the monthly chart basically. So we are not going to bother too much on the previous data. We are just going to see the current pattern only. So, and we will go switch to the lower time frame till the 3 minute or 15 minute. Okay. So let's start marking to this one right now. This is our A, which is started, and this B and C is continuously in progress. So the first thing is when it going to be finished. Okay, how much it will go up, वो हम decide नहीं करेंगे because there is a different concept of finding the end point of the any particular leg, like how we can find the end point of the particular leg, like A, B, or C, D, E. You can find easily with the tapes or tricks basically which I have created. By using the tapes, you can easily find out end of the particular leg. Okay, so rather than bothering on the Fibonacci कि इतना ये इतना है इतना एक्सटेंड हो जाएगा, so वो मैं बोदर नहीं करता, मैं सिर्फ ये देखता हूँ कि ये पर्टिकुलर लेग कब जाके एंड पॉइंट को मीट करेगी. ओके, तो यहाँ पे मैं फिबोनाची लगा के देख सकता हूँ, तो वी कैन इजीली आइडेंटिफाई कि हाँ ये इतना 61% है, 161% तक जा सकता है, 261% तक जा सकता है. सो वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू बोदर कि कहाँ तक जा सकता है. वी आर जस्ट सी गोइंग टू सी लाइक कि कहाँ तक जा सकता है वो मत देखो, जस्ट सी कि व्हेन दिस पर्टिकुलर लेग इज गोइंग टू फिनिश. ओके, सो द वन थिंग इज क्लियर ओवर हियर कि अभी जो हमारा मार्केट में ट्रेंड है वो अप ट्रेंड है अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस टाइम फ्रेम. दिस इज अवर मंथली टाइम फ्रेम, राइट? And this is Nifty. So just going to delete over here. Not needed. So let's switch to the lower time frame. This is our monthly, which just mark. And over here, since we are just going to mark only the uptrend, so we are not going to mark this all because this all is just a part of ABC. Okay, so we are just going to see how the wave C is working over here. Okay, so let's start marking on wave C. So when we analyze the wave C, we can easily say something new has started from this point, not this point. Some of the people may be confused why we are not considering this as a starting point, because this is a neutral triangular which started from here, and this whole pattern is a diametric one, and the last leg is itself as a neutral triangular pattern. So let me mark that neutral triangular pattern over here. This is A, B, C, that's D and E. Okay, and we can mark the BD trend line. You can see that BD trend line is crossed in very less time. So this is just starting point of our analysis for wave C. So this is wave C where it started, not here or here. Okay, so one thing is very clear, the wave C started from this point because this is the end of the this particular wave B. Okay, which is end over here. So rather than bothering where it is ended over here, let's start marking one by one all these things. The one thing is clear over here. If I started from this point, the one thing is again clear. We are in an uptrend. Okay, there is nothing like it's showing the we are in a sideways or something like that. So we are in an uptrend. Let me delete this all. I'm going to just mark this whole pattern. So mm, first, we are just marking with always A, B, C. Later, when the market confirm itself, then only we can start marking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rather than just marking A, B, C. We need to be confirmed first that it's 5 leg move or it is just a ABC. Okay. So always start with ABC. And as market confirm that, okay, it's not the ABC, it's going to be the 1, 2, 3 only, then only you can mark 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I am here going to mark only one ABC right now. You can also consider this as a 1, 2, 3 also as a sketch number 2, like this, uh, A or 1, something like that. Okay. As the market confirm, we can move our marking from A to B, C to the 1, 2, 3. Okay, like B and 2, and it's going to be the word C and 3. Okay. Now the view B, this is very clear that okay, there is nothing confused with between this leg A, but the confusion started with this leg particular, which started from here and ended over here. So this pattern is a diametrical one, okay, and which almost all leg have similar in time. So let me mark and calculate it. This started from here and ended over here. Okay. This pattern is ended over here. The leg is ended over here. So this one. Why it's not popping? This, and this. So all this 4 and this last 2, 1 and this one is equal in time. So almost all the legs are equal in time, and this is a 7 leg pattern. So it's a diametrical one. Okay, so wave B itself as a diametric right now. So I'm not marking A, B, C, D, E, F, G right now. बस मैं यहाँ पर सिर्फ आपको बता रहा हूँ कि एक diametrical pattern है, which follows all the rules of the diametric, which ended over here. Okay, A and B. Now we are going to bother with only this last leg. Okay, so we are going to switch to the lower time frame and we will see whether this particular leg is ended or started a new sideways correction. Okay. Over here, this is just a single move. We can consider this as an impulse. If it is an impulse, it must go in a 5 wave pattern, and we will check. Let's check it right now. We just started from here and switch to the 15-minute chart. Like here, from here. Okay. So I'm going to mark this whole pattern. This is 1, 2. It's very small. I will correct it. Okay. We can also confirm whether the wave 3 is started. Let's switch to the 3-minute chart. We can easily confirm that where it is started right now. Yeah, this sharp fall is telling us, okay, this is a start point of something new. This one, because this is bigger than the previous one, so this is starting point of something new, and ended over here with this particular triangular kind of pattern. So I'm not going to bother too much on this right now. So this is our wave 3, which started from here. We can easily see. Now switch again to the higher time frame, that is our 15-minute chart over here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 is itself as a 5 part. So let's mark it again. Wave 2 is a corrective, running corrective. Okay. This is 1, this is 2, 3, 4. 4 is a flat pattern itself, because we have a very sharp price. We can confirm over here by drawing the 0 bit trend line like this. Okay. And also go the above the high of the pattern. So not going to bother with this also. And this is our wave 5. We can confirm with the 2, 4 trend line like over here. Okay, the 2-4 trend line is broken by this fall, and we can also draw the 2-4 trend line from here or here. Okay, so this is 2-4 trend line, the bigger one. Okay, now let me delete this small 1 2 3 4 because it's not needed. Confusing a lot. So the 2-4 trend line is broken by this sharp fall, so this become our first pattern, starting point of the pattern. So this going to be the wave A, because the corrective A, B and C. Let me make it bigger little bit. Here you might going to confuse little bit. So I am going to draw the 0-bit trend line. If it's not confirming, then it's going for the wave D or X. Okay. So first we are going to consider both the cases, D and X simultaneously. Okay. So till over here, ABC is correct. There is no doubt about it. Now the pattern which started with this sharp rise is going to be the wave A. This is a triangular pattern A, B, C, D, and E. That going to be our B, and the wave C, which is itself as a impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me mark that also. 1, 2, 3, 4 is itself a triangular pattern, and 5. Okay, here you can also draw the 2-4 trend line, and you can easily see the 2-4 trend line is broken in very less time. So it's confirmed that whatever the pattern is finished over here, which started from this point. So this A, B, C. Okay, so either you can consider this whole as a X or D. Let the market to decide, because I am going to consider both right now, rather than just concluding everything. It's a X or D. Okay, and I'm going to delete this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me delete, because it's going to be the too much text over here. Okay, so this C is going to be our X or D. Okay, now this sharp fall is telling us that okay, something new again started. So I'm going to mark it as a wave A. That become my wave B. Now wave C, where I should put my wave C, over here, or here. Okay, if I put my wave C over here because of this rise and engulfing mono wave. So if it is correct, then when I compare with A, B and compare with C, is completely weird behavior over here. So something is telling me, market is telling that, okay, something is hidden at this point, because the VOC cannot be like this when we compare A and B. So something is missing at this point. Let me draw it. Okay, something is missing at this point, and new pattern already started from here, and this is a new pattern. Okay, but something is missing at this point, because we cannot compare directly A, B and C, because completely a different uh, uh, completely different behavior. So we need to switch to the lower time frame and need to confirm is something missing or not. If something missing, then here we must saw a kind of wave, or you can say the wave X over here. If we can see if there is a wave X over here, then only we can mark wave C over here, and then the new pattern is started, and we need to check whether this continuous is finished or not. The one more case is you can consider this as a completely all triangular pattern. We will consider this in a second case, but right now let me finish with this case number 1. Case first. Okay, I'm considering this as a case first. Okay, if something is missing, then there must be a X wave over here, and then we continue our marking. If it is not over there, then we have to be consider the whole pattern. And let's suppose if there is not, or there is X wave, in both the cases we will going to discuss the case number 2 also. Okay, and we will let the market to decide whether we are right or wrong. Okay, because we have to be choose on a live market, we have to be choose with at least 2 cases. with the same direction. If we are landed with the same direction, then it's okay. If we are landed with the different direction, then stop trading. There is something which you have already missed because your all the cases direction are different. Okay. So let's switch to the lower time frame and we will see if there is something missing or not. So I'm going to switch to the 3-minute chart. Okay, this was my A, B, and this C. Okay, here you might confuse when I compare this and this, the wave X is not comparable, but I'm considering this right now X because I want to consider both the cases. So I'm considering this as a X right now. Okay, and now new pattern has started. Since new pattern has started, then must be a pattern over here. So let me mark that also. Since I cannot mark this pattern on a 15-minute chart because it's completely unclear, so I'm marking over here. This is my A, B, C. This is the rise of something new. So D and wave A finish over. If you can switch to the 1-minute chart or you can say 15-second chart and confirm it if you want. I'm not going to bother this much in a lower time frame to just mark a wave D which finished over here or wave A which finished over here or here. Okay. So I'm going to just clear it out and going to draw the BD trail line. BD trail line telling me that whatever the pattern it is, it just actual. It's not confirming it, so it's going to be the actual over here. So it's going to be my actual. Now this fall again become a wave A, that B and C, and we just need to focus on this last move. It can be become a wave E, D and E. If it is, then we just what we need to do, we need to just draw the BD trend line like that. But let the we just need to check it out. Okay, if it is finished, then market will go up, and definitely it go above the 19,400 around 30-50. I'm considering there is a 50 right now. Okay, if it go above that, then we can consider this also. But before that, let me switch to the higher time frame. That is a 50-minute chart over here. So this X view is after this X view, we have this sharp wall. Let me release this one. Now this is not needed because this is a lower time frame, and we have a missing X view. I'm deleting that also. And this is also not needed. So I'm very much clear about, yes, this is my X view. Whatever the pattern is over here is finished in between over here, and new pattern is started. That was the triangular pattern, and after that I have X view. Now this sharp fall is telling me that something new has started. Now here you can consider the end part of something over here or here. Since we already checked, this is what just finished over here in lower time frame. We already checked. So this become my A, that become my B. Let me draw also B and C. If I draw 0 bit red line, it telling me that it's going to be the X wave over here, like here. Again, this is my sharp fall. I'm whole thing considering this as a case first only, and I will going to discuss after this case second also. Okay. So this sharp fall is telling me something new has started. So this going to become my new ABC. We need to confirm whether the market is going to open as Gift Nifty is saying that is going to open. So definitely going to open, let's suppose over here. So I'm expecting some little bit fall for the VOC in this case only. And after that, we will just need to draw the BD, 0 bit trend line. If that confirm, then only we can finish this case first and market, and you will see the very rise, market will go above this particular high, which is 19,500 plus something कुछ ठीक है इतना कुछ है वो. This is now this is tail over here. This is my case number first. Okay. Now, if I considering this whole as a triangular pattern, then what will be my case? I'm going to delete this out and I'm considering now as a case second. Okay. So case second, the one thing is very great. This is going to be either wave X or D. Okay. If it's a wave D, then obviously this is going to be the wave A. If X, then it's itself as a pattern. In both the cases, I am considering X or D. The one thing is clear, this is a pattern which is continuous till over here. Okay, there is no doubt about it. If I consider X, there is no confusion between this pattern. It may be the last leg. If I'm considering wave D, then still it's the last leg of the particular pattern. Okay, so we need to be focused on the confirmation. If I'm considering this as a what wave D, then what I need to do? I need to just draw BD trend line over here. Let me use that one also. Okay. We can also draw since it's a part of the this high and this high both are part of the wave D. So I am considering the higher one. If market goes above this and cross this trend line, then only I can consider the whole pattern which started from here is finished, which a little bit quite longer. So one thing clear, if it's a D and this is going to be my wave X, sorry, wave E in that case, then after this, the probability of X is very high until unless I can, if I see a very rise, sharp rise from this point. If I can see, if I, I'm going to get this kind of rising mono wave, then only I can consider the end of particular pattern and this whole pattern going to become my wave A, or you can consider this as a one also. Let me put a question mark. So this 5 mono wave can be considered as a 1 or A of the zigzag, and the end of the particular pattern going to become my wave B and 2. Okay. And after that, I will continue for my wave 3, or you can say C after this. Whenever we may have a X wave over here. After, if E is finished, is okay. If E is not finished, definitely we are going to see a X wave, and then again a new correction. And just we need to put a trend line for that particular pattern. Either it can be a 0-bay trend line or BD trend line, depending on what pattern is going to be formed. And based on that, we will conclude the wave B, or you can say wave 2 over there. And again, market will going to continues in the uptrend. Okay. So both the cases, either I consider this as a X or D, this going to be a continue until unless I will see the proper confirmation over here. So the one thing is very clear. If it is not in the case second, if it is not go above this high, it means the market will continue for the sideways for some more time. Since this is my 15-minute chart, so I'm assuming that the whole week, I think today is Tuesday, I think. Yeah. Then it maybe the whole week is going to be the sideways like that. That sideways market may be the running one, or maybe in a downside. It doesn't matter to me. But the point is, the correction which started from this point is not finished yet. Since it is not finished yet, so market go in a more deep and deep for this correction, it will going to create a more complex pattern. As we go more in depth, it will going to create more complexity, and it will be very hard to find each and every more the starting point. Like over here, this sharp fall is very clear, so we can easily say, okay, this is my A, B, and C, and D and E. If I consider this as a triangular pattern, what I need to do, I need to just draw this trend line, and if market goes above this, then only I consider the confirmation for this particular pattern. The one thing is very clear, the whatever the leg of wave E over here is finished in case number first. It's little bit confusing, but try to catch it, because what I'm saying the whatever the correction over here, if I'm considering this as a whole wave E, or just A, B, C, or a triangular pattern. In both the cases, I need to confirm it as whether the particular pattern is finished or not. If it is finished, then only we can predict for the next move, and that move either be the X wave or the wave C, or you can say wave 3. Okay, because if I got the confirmation, then only I can easily say, okay, now we are going for the uptrend and going for the new uh, lifetime high kind of situation. Okay, but right now I'm not considering that. Why? Because my BD trend line in the case one, or sorry, case second, is not uh, uh, it's little bit far in two, maybe today or tomorrow. If it cross that line, then well and good. We are in a uptrend again, and we will see a very good rise after this. And in that case only, okay. So what you need to focus for wave case second. Uh, in case second, if you see today or tomorrow itself, if market goes above this high, which is over here, and cross this trend line, then it's confirmed market will go up for the next new high. Okay. If I consider again in a case first, let me draw it over here. Okay. In case first, either I can consider, because of this action which we marked, either I can consider this as a whole pattern, and I can consider this as a action. In both the cases, I am taking both the cases. I'm not going to bother with marking, because marking is a different thing and trading is a completely different. I don't bother marking and trading both together, but I am here to mark it correctly and trying to mark it correctly, because marking on a live chart, with accuracy is little bit hard, but we can predict with the multiple cases and get the right direction. Okay. So here either we can consider the whole pattern as a triangular, or we just consider this as an axiom. In both the cases, if I see a very clear confirmation, okay, if I see very clear confirmation, then only we can consider it as a new high. Otherwise, the next pattern will not going for the new high, it going for the wave X. Let me clear it out when we are going for case first as a X wave, or for the new high. Okay, so I'm going to take both one. So let me clear it out over here, A, B, and C. And in over here, I was assuming this going to be the X. If it is a X, in that case, this my A, whatever the will be, and C. If I see something pattern like this, what I need to do? I need to draw this BD trend line, and when the market confirm, then only I can consider the end of this BO2 when the whole pattern on the high time frame. Okay, this this confirmation is for the this particular leg. Okay, this particular leg will be my confirmation. Okay, but on the high time frame, my confirmation level will be different over here. Okay, this is completely different. So this is my A, that's B, and that's the C. So when I draw this BD trend line, sorry, 0 B trend line, I have to cross, sorry, market has to cross over and above this high, and must cross this 0B trend line. If in that case, then only this 5 move and the correction is confirmed. And after this, on this 75-minute chart, we will see a new high. Otherwise, what will happen? This correction will going to be continue for some more time in a sideways market. Okay. So I'm going to switch again to my lower time frame with a different case. 15-minute chart over here. Okay, so this is the case number first, and case number first में हमने क्या किया, इसको एक पे बना. Now let's suppose we are completely wrong with our marking. Okay, we are completely what? We are completely wrong with our own marking, and let's suppose this is not the wave A, B, C, and I'm going to consider this as a triangular pattern. Okay, in that situation, what I need to do? I need to just draw this BD trend line, which is quite weird right now, but I'm drawing it. Okay, if we see market goes above this, and the momentum after that is very less. Let's suppose it's open over here and it retraces very less, maybe between 33% or between 61%, not the 61. Then we can consider, okay, this is going to be a action, because at the higher time frame I really need this 0 bit red line uh, of confirmation, which is a little bit higher right now. Maybe it can cross tomorrow, or maybe um, after 2 or 3 days. But between that, if I see any fall, if I see any fall, that will going to confirm this going to be a X wave only. If this is a X wave, so whenever the X wave finish, I will see again a sharp fall for wave A, and whatever the pattern is it going to be, the one thing will be very clear, that if I see a sharp fall like that, then the correction is going to be the sideways in case first. And case second is already confirmed. Okay, if I'm considering in the case second, then it's already confirmed कि हाँ वहां तो ये sideways में जाएगा ही जाएगा, क्योंकि वो पैटर्न वैसा बना है. Because if I'm considering this as a D in the case second, उस केस में भी यहाँ पर कंफर्मेशन नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है, तो बोथ द केसेस इफ आई कंसिडरिंग, सो अभी वन थिंग थोड़ा सा क्लियर है कि हाँ यहाँ से अभी मार्केट अगर मुझे करेक्शन मिलता है, यहाँ से गैप अप ओपन होता है, फिर वापस मुझे थोड़ा बहुत भी करेक्शन मिलता है, इफ आई एम गोइंग टू गेट अ करेक्शन, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, इज गोइंग टू बी फॉर एक्स वेव. सो जब भी एक्स वेव का काम खत्म हो, यानी कि जब भी वो पैटर्न, क्योंकि अभी बना नहीं है, तो जब भी वो पैटर्न बनेगा और जिस तरह का वो पैटर्न बनता है उसका कंफर्मेशन मिलता है उस पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न का, आइदर इट्स zigzag, फ्लैट और व्हाटएवर द वेव एक्स itself, we can simply confirm it, and after that we will see a sharp fall. Okay, so this is for just Nifty, right? So I'm going to for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is quite different. Mm, over here we can again mark it as a ABC. This is my higher time frame A, B, C. I'm going to mark the only wave C. I'm going to a little bit faster because market is already open, so not going to bother with this much. Now here it's very clear. My starting point is here, not here or here or here. My starting point is here. Okay, we can switch to the lower time frame and we can easily confirm it. Let me switch to the lower time frame. Okay, this is my starting point, which is started from here, and this is again go in a 5 MO. We can easily mark that 5 MO 1, which started here 3, and this is my 5 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, here we can easily draw the 2-4 trend line. Okay, this sharp fall is my A. So let me switch again to the higher time frame. So this is my A. Over here A, that B and C. What I need to do, I need to draw this 0-bit red line. If it is confirmed, it's not confirming, so this become my X wave, or which finished over it. I can switch to the lower time frame and confirm it if I need. Since I don't have too much time because market is just started, so I'm finishing that it's X wave. And after this X wave, we have a triangular pattern over here, A, B, C, D, and E. What we need to do, we just need to draw the BD trend line. Let me draw that BD trend line. This, which confirm that now whatever the correction was over here, I can mark this as a 5 MO as a 1 or A. Okay. Now whatever this correction is finished, like wave B and 2. Okay. Now we are here for wave C and 3. Got it? Now whatever the pattern over here, this wave C. So I can simply switch to the lower time frame and I can easily mark for that. Let me mark it. Okay. So I'm going to mark this in a 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart is simply a 5 move again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is again this which finished over here because of this sharp fall, and this is a wave 4, which is a flat pattern itself. Okay. So we can confirm with the 2-4 trend line, like over here. This is my first 2-4 trend line, and you can mark also with the higher 2-4 trend line, which is over here, which is also crossed by this fall. Okay. So I'm just deleting this because this 2-4 trend line is not needed. Now I just need this 2-4 trend line. So this fall is my wave A. Again, you can consider the whole pattern as a triangular one, but I am marking as a ABC right now, and consider again with the X wave. Here it's a little bit tricky again, and here we don't have a missing kind of situation. This is my A because of this sharp rise. This become my B, which is a triangular pattern, contracted triangular pattern, and this is my terminal impulse pattern. Okay, so we can mark this also. This is my terminal impulse pattern over here. So what we need to do, we just need to we can mark it basically. Okay, this is my 2-4 trend line for that. No, it's not us, it's a little bit far. And this sharp fall was showing me, okay, this is some new has started. Okay, now again, let me mark it as a minute. Okay, now again, I can consider the whole pattern. I'm going to delete this because it's too much text over here. So need to delete this also. So now one thing is very clear. I can consider this as a wave X over here or D. Bigger. Okay. In both the cases, what I need to do, I need to confirm the last leg of it. The one thing is, this is my triangular pattern over here, and this is the rise of something new. So I can consider this as a wave A, that going to be the B, and this is wave C. Now, after this is my case number 1. After this, because this is going to be the my new X wave. So after this, I will see another fall. Why? In this case, in this particular case, if I'm right on this particular marking, then I will see a rise, and after this, I will see a sharp fall, because this going to be my A, that will be my B, and this means C and D, and after this again E. And when this happen, I will see a fall in that particular case. Okay, if I'm wrong with this marking, then definitely we have to switch to the another case. If market will not go accordingly this, then what we need to retracement पे मैं bother नहीं करता, कितना retracement होगा भी. Basically I don't bother with the Fibonacci, और मैं पढ़ाता भी नहीं हूँ Fibonacci को. Okay. My concept is completely different. Basically, I don't bother with the Fibonacci. I consider, whether the particular leg, either A, B, or C, we just need to find it out whether the particular leg is going to finish. If I'm considering the wave A, what I need to do, I just need to find out the wave A is finished or not. Because when I easily find out the wave is finished, then it's very easy for me to trade the wave B. And what I need to do, I need to focus on the wave B itself and try to find out whether the wave B is finished. If I easily find wave B is finished, then what I need to do, I just need to close my trade for wave B and try for the wave C. It's simple and very easy basically. Rather than bother with the Fibonacci, because Fibonacci have a problem, the extension problem. So I don't bother with that basically. I have completely different tricks and tips in wave analysis. Okay. So whatever the case, I completely forget you asked the question in between. Case first. We again need to be discussed with the case first and second. In case first, which I already discussed, is going to be my X view, the whole X view, which started from here. Okay. And after that, whenever this finish, after this, we will see a sharp fall. If we see a sharp fall, that will become my wave A in that case. And the one thing is very clear in this, whatever the wave A is not finished yet. Now, consider the case number second. In case number second, I am considering this as a wave A. If the whole this going to be my D and this whole going to be become my wave A. So what I need to do whenever you can mark this is very easily. Basically, it's not marking the wave chart is very easy. The problem most of the people face with the different cases is they don't focus on the confirmation. Okay. So here I'm just going to focus with the confirmation rule. Like here, if I see the sub price and which cross this trend line, BD trend line in case number 2, I'm talking about case number 2. If I see the sub price and which cross the BD trend line and just go above this high, then only in case number 2, maybe today or tomorrow. If it goes above this high, then it's confirmed whatever the correction, either this mm, either I can consider A or 1, okay, which finished over here, and whatever the whenever this going to finish for wave B or 2, let me put a question mark. Over here, and we will continue for the wave C, or you can say 3. Okay. So what we need to do, we just need to focus on the confirmation for the wave second. Okay. So we are just going to wait for the confirmation because this is completely a sideways market. If I consider the time price, so I can easily check with this. Time is confirmed, I think. Okay, time is confirmed. So what we need to do, we need to just focus for this particular BD trend line to cross, and it must go above this high. Otherwise, what will happen? Simply over here, we will see the X wave, and the X wave which going to be the pattern itself. Okay, but in a up direction, and after that we will see a sharp fall for new pattern. That new pattern can be a zigzag, flat, or triangular. It can be anything. But one thing is clear, we will be in a sideways market if we are not going above this high in next 2 days, then only. Okay. So this is just analysis for case first and case second, both the cases. What we need to do in case first, or you can say case second, just wait for the confirmation. If it is not confirming or it's going to be the sideways, it's very clear. It's making a X wave. If it is a X wave, then the market is going to be the sideways for a little bit longer. So maybe the whole week is going to be the sideways itself. Okay. So any question, guys, still here? Any question? Most of the people may understand this with different cases, and I don't think all of you got the point because it's a little bit complex. And most important thing is whatever the analysis I have done, I don't use any kind of indicator. I even don't bother with the Fibonacci also. I use the pure analysis of wave analysis. Basically, simply put the rule, and once you put the rule, you will get a clear direction. Okay, that clear direction will will allow you to trade with confidence. Okay, and I always put my trading is different and my marking is different. Okay. To trade the wave analysis, the concept of trading is completely different. If whenever you know trade the wave chart, it's completely different thing. When you mark, it's a completely different thing. For trading a wave chart, you don't need marking on it. Okay. It's complete. It's a little bit might be confusing for first time. Those are my students. They know it very well. Why we don't need marking to trade it. Okay. It's little bit different, and I've created a completely different strategy to trade the chart, a wave chart basically. Okay. Uh, if you want to join the wave analysis course, which going to start on uh, 15th of July, you can join. Okay, and you can also get the very good offers. You just need to connect to the student support team, and they will give you the offer. That offer, if you like that, please share my next analysis, because I am going to take next analysis on Monday. Maybe on Monday or yeah, Monday. We will take it on a Monday. Okay, next Monday. So we will going to confirm all these things, whether our wave B is finished, and I will going to upload this on YouTube also, so everyone can see it on live chat what going to happen over here. Okay. The one thing is clear, if we are not going to get the confirmation for this particular pattern, either consider the whole pattern or just the last one. In both the cases, we will definitely going to get a X wave. If we are going to get X wave, it's very clear market will going to be the sideways in both Nifty and Back Nifty. If you have a question, then you can ask me. Otherwise, I have to close the session. Anyone? Okay, I'm assuming that you guys don't have a question, so I have to close it. Okay, bye.